one thing I want to do. Put your hands up, Sabra. 5 years ago, at the dedication, I asked Sabra to stand and hold her hands tall. These are the hands. These are the hands that have done all that. And not only that, in an obscene anti-Missouri way, 5 years later, she can still wear the same clothes. And it's the same hands.
Thank you. Well, I saw this in the closet, and I thought, why not? I'll just bring back 5 years ago. My part in this wonderful venture began in 2001 when Sally Sprague called me to see if I would be interested in producing a sculpture to commemorate the journey of Lewis and Clark. We began very small, and it certainly grew into a much larger project than I would ever have envisioned. Maybe Sally's vision was already this big. It could have been. We started out looking at a small pocket park on the far side of the governor's mansion, and we were thinking of perhaps a bust on a pedestal, including Lewis and Clark. Then we looked at the old bridge site, and we thought, well, maybe 2 figures instead of just a bust. And then, of course, Sally saw this land. And thanks to Governor Holden, this land became available and was seeded for this project. We then thought of perhaps down in the middle, behind where the waterfall is, maybe 3 life-size figures, maybe the dog, and it would be kind of mounted on a rocky pedestal. And then before we knew it, there were 4 figures and a dog, and all of the accoutrements that surround the figures. And I might urge, if you have not ever walked up there, please go and look. Clark's journal is there, and I copied carefully. I was in Oklahoma, and Sally sent me the full text of June 4th, 1804, exactly what Clark said as he crossed the land down close to the river, what the weather was like. There was even a small map. So if you climb up, you can take a look at that. The hat, oh, and yes, the most wonderful thing. Sally wanted Seaman the dog to have a dead squirrel in his mouth. Well, I had to kind of resist. And so next, she said, well, then how about a duck? Well, I'm a little squeamish, and I said, well, if the duck perhaps could be on the ground in front of Clark's feet. So we compromised. So if you go up there, you will see Sally's duck. And I think Janet reminded me it was the very first piece that was laid out the day we did the installation. And we knew where the duck would go, right at the foot of Clark and underneath Seaman's mouth. So it is up there. So this wonderful vision came to fruition. I feel that I was really a small part of all the hours, man-hours of work, and Austin Tao's fabulous design, creating these limestone bluffs that look as if they have been here for a very long time. So I will say no more, and we'll make this a little shorter just in case. Thank you, and thanks to everyone. This was the project, a sculptor's dream is what this was. Thank you.